Hello everybody, in this video I am going to be talking about DIY and replacement tools for polymer clay. I hope this will be a helpful video because I had a lot of troubles with this and problems because when I was beginning with polymer clay, and I've been finding solutions, and I finally found them and decided to share them with you. These are parts of my best experience with polymer clay because, well, for me it's all about discovering new stuff. Well, this is a mixture of green, white, and yellow, just telling you. So you know, it's a beautiful color, and it's the color of my background, kinda. And I'm gonna be experimenting on all the techniques. Now, rolling tool. Let's start with the rolling tool. This was always my biggest problem ever in polymer clay, because I always needed to roll out clay. I was always like rolling out with a hand or finger, something. I thought of everything that was possible, but these are the 3 best ways you can do it. It's a tube. As you can see, it's a really hard tube. And finally, when I could not find any answers, I asked my dad. He got me this. He found this, and it's a tube. It's a regular tube, and it rolls out clay really well. It does not take much, pressure on hands. This is a marker. It takes lots of pressure, well, compared to the white one, but it gets kind of dirty because it's not that special, consistency that, well, this tube is non-stick because it's a tube, and this does not have that non-stick thing. So as you can see, clay gets stuck on it, and then you have to get a new marker because you just can't get that clay off. It's just stuck on there forever. This is a pen. Well, was a pen. It was a pen like that, and I took that part off and threw away this cap. And this is, well, not the best thing in the world, but it's better than nothing because it rolls out, but it leaves little lines. So you have to flip the clay over to the other side, which is clear. So those were the 3 substitutes and DIY tools for your rolling clay techniques. Now there's a needle tool. There's tons of stuff with the needle tool. Well, with tons, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean 5 things. Now, first of all, let's talk about the traditional needle tool that I use all the time. It's this one. I just took a gigantic needle, put it in the big piece of clay, and baked it. This is a perfect needle tool. I use this like for a year already, I think. The handle is kind of dirty, but it doesn't matter because I use it really well, and it just it's really great to use. And this kind of works like the needle tool you will buy in the shop. So this is the same exact thing. You can even manage the length of the needle, and you can just make the handle as small or as big as you want to, and everything. You can design the handle. It was designed one day, but then it kind of got off. So you can make it however you'd like. Now, another substitute that people use is toothpick. This is a replacement, I guess, but it gets thicker as you go on. So it gets thicker, and then thick, then it's little again. So not the best thing to use, but this is a great thing to use for painting on faces. Next thing is a mechanical pencil. Now, mechanical pencils, the problem with that is that they break, but it's the exact same thing as kind of needle tool, but they break really easily, and they may stay in the clay, so that's not the best thing. Next is this one. This one is like for drawing circles, but you can use it for polymer clay as a needle tool. but this has a really small needle and a really gigantic piece of plastics, so this really makes no sense. And the fifth one is this one. This is a double tool, and this part is for other stuff, but this is a thicker needle, just the same as needle tool, but it's thicker. And I use these two for stuff. I make smaller stuff with this, bigger stuff with this. This is better at making holes, this is better at making dots, and you know, they're better at everything, better than each other. So next is blending tools, and that's where the other side of this tool comes up. This is a really great blending part because it has, it's squishy. This is mold maker. I baked this mold maker for 15 minutes and it's really squishy, and this is a great thing, you know, for blending. And this gives a smooth finish, but there are other things you can use for blending, which are tools. This is a tool of, I think, like 20 or maybe more tools, plastic tools, and at this side of this one, this is a tool number 7, and it's a mixing tool, but I don't know, it kind of gets little lines on there, like that kind of lines, and kind of not clean. And also these ones are not made for blending clay, but this is a set of 2 tools, and they get dirty really easily, actually, well, they kind of give a messy finish as well. So this is the best one. Now the most helpful thing in the world, maybe, I think it is, and the most fun thing to do is to cut clay. I love cutting clay. I just, when I have nothing to do, I just sit down and cut my clay. But for cutting your clay, you need a blade. Now you could use a kitchen knife. I don't have a kitchen knife with me right now, but I'm using this kind of blade-ish thing. You can get these from cutter knives. I just took apart a cutter knife, but make sure to get one of those thick ones, because there's thin ones and there are thick ones, so get thick ones. So they should be pretty cheap, and you just take them apart. It's really easy. You just take out the bottom part and then slide out the plastic thingy that's on the blade. You take out the blade just like that, and you're done. You can throw that away if you want to. But this is so great for cutting polymer clay. Like, I'm impressed with this. I used a blade like this for a long time ago, but it was thin, about the half of this, so it was not as helpful. So if I just roll out this clay, I was just gonna roll out with my fingers. And so let's just say it's rolled out normally, and I can just cut out a shape like that, and blades are really helpful for dozens of stuff. Now, maybe you don't have a blade or cutter knife, then there of course is a substitute, which is a roller and a X-Acto knife. With X-Acto knife, you can use it as the same way as blade, just cutting clay. But if you have a rolled out piece of clay, if you start cutting straight lines like this, you may not always get them straight. So just put it on a ruler and just go like that, and you'll always get a straight line for cutting. So that's the substitute for the blade, and that is it for the blades. Oh, okay, now we have this carving tool. I call this the carving tool. Now I'm also working on another DIY thing for the carving of the clay. I'm trying to make a ball tool myself, and it's not easy. Not easy. I'm trying to shape a ball on top of a piece of clay. Also trying to put a metal ball on top of clay and stuff like that. But still, it's like the same kind of carving tool as these. And so as you can see, you can carve out things. Now the way I made this was I took a glue stick. This is a glue stick. I cut it to size. So cut it to this size. Next I took some polymer clay, put that on, and next I took them off, baked the polymer clay pieces, and then with the strong glue I attached them back on. Make sure to not use hot glue for that, by the way. And now I glazed them, and I put like some oil on my finger and just kind of rubbed the oil on those both of the tools. That gives it more you know, like it gives more time to work with it, because then polymer clay will get stuck on it. So if you put oil in them, it will be much longer. This also gives the other side of the carving tool, as you can see, and kind of curved, so you can use it for different things. And yeah, that is probably it. All of my DIY tools and replacements for tools are over here in front of you. And still my favorite is the rolling tool, the ball tool, this needle tool, and this big needle tool. These are my 4 favorite ones, but you can use any of them. So yeah. Also, I wanted to inform you that I have a website, which is angelinacraft.weebly.com. Go ahead and check that out. I will have some stuff on there soon. Now, also, you can subscribe to this channel so you'll get informed when I post new videos, and I hope they will be helpful for you. I'll be posting a beginner's video very soon. I have one, but I'll redo that one. I'll post the new one and I'll delete the old one. So yeah, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye!